had this knife sharpener a couple of years now, so I've used it quite a bit. This is the Work Sharp Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener. There we go. It comes unassembled, but it's easy to figure out. This comes off, and let's see here. It's been a while since I've taken this apart. This there we go. So it comes in these parts right here. Let's see, we have the base, we have the knife holder, this is the rod with the stones, and this is the tower. I won't call it tower. So very easy to put together. Come back here, slip that in to this little slot right here, and push it down. Now the blade holder has this little adjustment right here which will open the jaws and close them. There we go. Close them up to the tightness that you need for your certain knife. Has magnets back here which will set easy in here. Just like that. And it has an adjustment screw right here to raise this, which will fix your angle to the size that you want. Oops, sorry about that. Now the rod holder, the rod has this little swivel on the end right here. Here are the stones, and there's two little O-rings on here that will keep these in at a set point so it won't slide past it. So just adjust this to where you want it. It's on approximately 17 or 18 right now, and I'm going to leave it right there. But to adjust it, you just twist this back and forth. Let's see. It's on, like, yeah, close to 19. I'm going to leave it right there for this certain knife. This is a very inexpensive kitchen knife. I believe I got it from Dollar Tree, I'm not sure. So I'm just using this as an example today. And your diamond stones, we have a 320. And then you can turn it like this. We have a 600, and then we have a ceramic. So this thing is very easy to use. I'm going to set it at 320. Just set this up in there, a little hole down here. There we go, snapped into place. Put that aside. I'm going to take my blade, open up this little clamp right here. Set the blade into position, set the knife into position on here. And tighten it up. There we go, pretty tight. Now, just out of habit, I try to keep this as an ongoing thing. For me, you can decide which way you want to do it. I always want to start with the handle on the left. So I'm going to start with 320, just holding it down with my left hand, just like this. Sharpen it up until you feel a burr on the bottom. You can tighten this up a little bit more. There we go. So right there, I'm going to pull this O-ring down just a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to take this one down just a little bit on this end. a little bit more. There we go. So I'm just going to do this until I feel a burr on the bottom. Not yet. Now I'm pushing down on here a little bit of pressure, but not a great deal. You'll get the perfect amount of pressure after you do a few knives. There we go, keep it going there. Still no burr yet. But as you can see on the knife, I am getting it little edge right there. Now you can see, maybe you can, this wasn't adjusted to the angle that this knife was before, because you can see two different planes right here. So I'm just going to keep on doing this a little bit more. I forgot to say it earlier. This is just a brief tutorial on how to use this. You'll get the hang of this after you do a few knives to the angle you want, the speed you want. Either we're going to go all the way or make circles like this. It's all up to you. Very slight burr on the bottom. So I'm going to, there's two ways to turn this. You can either pull this out and turn it this way, or on the back has this little button you can push and it releases it, so you can turn it like you want. But I prefer taking it out and putting it back in. There we go. Do this for a little bit until you're happy with the edge that you have. I'm sitting outside at my old country style picnic table. This is about 2.5 inch thick marble slab, approximately 3.5 feet by 5 feet. The benches are matching, not the same size of course, but matching benches, just like you see at an old country church. Okay, if that's where I want it to be, I'm going to now turn this from 320 to 600. There we go. I'm going to take this out and start it on this side again. There you go. You can hear the difference in the grit running across this knife. And I did forget to bring a piece of paper out here. So instead of cutting a piece of paper, I'm going to cut a stick. There we go. Keep this going here. Supposed to be like low 90s temperature today. It's got a slight breeze going, which is nice. You can see straight out there, I've got 2 acres on my property, 2 acres of woods this way. I'm pretty pleased with it. Get this back up to where it's supposed to be. Tighten that nut down again. Keep on going right here. Of course, the more time you spend on this, the sharper your knife's going to be, but most kitchens, if you can cut a tomato with no problem, that's all you really need. You're not going to be cutting any rope in your kitchen. There we go. Very, very slight burr there, so I'm going to take this and turn it over. There we go. Go again. Now, since I've had this a couple years now, probably about 3 years or so, maybe 4, I don't remember. Well, I think I've had it about 6 years. 5 or 6 years. Anyway, they have come out with 2 versions upgraded from this. And I do have this version number 2, which I'll give a review on in another video. There we go. So now we're going to go to the ceramic, but like before, I'm going to start out with the handle on the left side. There we go. Turn this to the ceramic. You can see how much I've used it. I need to clean it off. So let's work on this edge a little bit more. I'm just mainly the ceramic. It does sharpen a little bit, but it also polishes the edge a little bit. Take this, turn it over. Here we go. Okay. We'll take this out, loosen this up. Now, don't yell at me for doing this. Oh, never mind, I have a little piece of wood right here. We'll just call that our cutting board. Got these small sticks right here. There we go. There we go. There we go. So that will cut your tomato with no problem. So, I could have spent a little bit more time getting a little bit sharper edge on here, but I think you get the drift on how this works. Wicked edge. No. Work sharp. Precision Adjust Knife Sharpener. Check it out. Well worth the money. Somewhere under $70 range. Somewhere in that vicinity, $70. Very nice addition to your kitchen. You can see that where I sharpened it right there. Anyway, my name's Carl. I do appreciate you watching.